I would definitely have to say that one of my favorite characters in the sequel trilogy has got to be Supreme Leader Snoke, not just because of how mysterious of a character he really is, but also because of how intimidating he is in the sequel trilogy movies. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, I totally understand if a lot of you guys out there would disagree with me, but my point of view, Snoke has really led to a lot of horrible things in the sequel trilogy movies. One great example is, he was the indirect cause of the death of Han Solo. He converted Ben Solo to the dark side of the Force to become Kylo Ren, which ultimately led to Kylo killing his own father. And that's just one example in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with a moment between Supreme Leader Ren and Snoke. Specifically, a description of Supreme Leader Ren sitting on his throne with what appears to be a servant walking toward Kylo. The next goes over the servant providing Ren a device that he hands to him and walks away. Another goes over Kylo activating the device, which is a hologram message of Snoke from the past, revealing a top secret First Order plan created by himself, with many ships, weapons, and even larger ships than the Supremacy being hidden away in the unknown regions, in case they ever need of new resources. It's implied that this is how Ren starts his new order and would serve as a prologue to Episode 9. Lastly, it describes that Snoke also has many relics of the Empire that he would reward his apprentices to keep them motivated in completing their tasks. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really getting me very excited on how Snoke will be involved in the story of Episode 9. Now, first things first, I really want to go over how Kylo Ren is indeed the Supreme Leader in Episode 9. Now, we got this in The Last Jedi already, and we only got a little part of it, where General Hux is calling him Supreme Leader. Now, going into Episode 9, we do know that he will be taken down a far darker path and will have a lot of discoveries of, Supreme Leader Snoke and what he hid away, specifically stuff with the Empire, the archives of the Empire. However, this most definitely connects to the unknown regions, elements that we heard about a couple of months ago, and how they're going to be involved in Episode 9. So, let me get into this a little further. So, the thing here is this, is that Snoke actually had a backup plan. He had a plan in place where he had a lot of weapons, ships, and even other Supremacy ships, ones that are even larger than the one that we saw in The Last Jedi, hidden away on some planet over in the unknown regions. Now, like I say, this most definitely connects to what we heard about a couple of months ago, and how the unknown regions will be a part of Episode 9. So this seems like it's going to be a prologue in this movie, telling us exactly how Kylo Ren pursues a new order and actually rebuilds the First Order after the destruction of the Supremacy ship in The Last Jedi by, of course, Admiral Holdo. Now, the thing here is this. When we look at everything going on for Snoke, we do know that he's going to be involved in this movie somewhat. We do know that JJ Abrams and Chris Terrio are going to be telling the audience a little bit more about his backstory and the plans that he had in place prior to The Force Awakens and, of course, The Last Jedi, and how that's going to actually affect some of our characters in Episode 9. So I also want to go over how Snoke also has many relics of the Empire that he hid away, that he would reward his apprentices to keep them motivated in completing their tasks. Now, a great example of this is that most likely Snoke actually handed him, Kylo, the Darth Vader melted helmet in order to keep him in tune with the dark side and motivated to pretty much learn more about his grandfather and kind of keep his legacy alive. And I think that's one of the great reasons as to why Kylo Ren kept on pursuing the dark side of the Force and becoming a great dark side user, not necessarily a Sith. He wanted to become somebody like his own grandfather, Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker. Now, this also connects to what we heard a couple of days ago about Snoke's big secret in Episode 9, how on some unknown world, there is a underground First Order base full of archives of the Empire. I believe that this is the same exact planet where he has a lot of ships hidden away, a lot of weapons, artifacts of the Empire, and of course the Sith, etc. and everything like that. I think everything is really starting to connect here, and that we are indeed visiting a actual world in the unknown regions, which honestly, guys, I think is going to be truly exciting to see on the big screen, because that is a region in the galaxy we never really got to get a detailed look at all. And I think that if JJ Abrams wants to go there, he has to give us a great, reason as to why we are going there. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one from night to moon.